Well, what the sister is asking, and we're talking about women, and we're putting them in their proper perspective, proper place. She wants to know what is it about women clapping? Am I right, sister? Oh, any of us clapping? All of us clapping. All of us clapping. I'm sorry. All of us clapping. Is it for removing evil spirits? Yeah, from. Oh, she said it came through. I know somebody in the audience, the Druid. Right. Okay. Any brother up here want to answer it? And if not, we got a brother with his hand up over here from New York City.
Oh, he's supposed to be up there.
No.
Yeah, you want to answer it? Yes, sir.
I just remember what, I know people probably have more also information regarding this, not just one, something that I just remember something Imam Muhammad said regarding that. Someone asked him about, because Muslims say, don't clap. If you go among some Muslims, no clapping, no clapping. Imam Muhammad referred to, he said that in regards to not clapping, he was talking about we shouldn't be like the Christians who, when they clap, it's like he talking about rhythmic tones, like part of their service. He said, but it's okay to clap, just not like make that part of our worship, because they clap as part of their services. But the Imam said, it's okay. Sometimes you go to a Muslim, you'll be at a gathering. I've been in places where it's like a poetry contest, and because it's not put on by our association, the person gets done and it's like silence. No, because they're listening to don't clap. But that's what he was referring to regarding rhythmic tones. Don't clap like that.
Brother Jesse.
Assalamu alaikum. If I'm correct, doing one of the most important parts of our life is when we're communicating with our Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we're in congregation salah, and the Imam is leading the prayer. If the Imam forgets to do something, then the brother will say subhanallah or something, but the sisters clap. Doing salah. So that tells us something there, right? We got to use Allah.
That it's not prohibited.
Yeah. So that's how the sisters bring it to the attention that the Imam had made a mistake. So those of you sisters that didn't know that anytime you're in salah, you hear the Imam making a mistake in recitation, you clap your hand to bring him. Am I right, brother?
Correct, yes, sir.
You clap your hands to bring the attention to the man that he has made a mistake. So let's look at logic.
It didn't say slap. It said clap.
Imam Mubashir.
It's actually an important issue, because I have the same principle is used to tell artists not to draw pictures, not to paint. The same logic is used to say don't sing songs. These are customs and practices. And just because one person might use it in a superstitious manner doesn't mean we throw it all away.
That's right.
So if somebody's clapping and they think they're getting rid of evil spirits, right? Then we may need to help educate that. But it doesn't mean that, putting my hands together, there's any kind of wrongdoing in it. Just like painting a picture. I mean, the first picture, Allah created us. We're the first image that's been created. And everything in creation is an image. But if you worship it, now you got a problem. So we can use the custom as long as we do it fit. Do it correctly.
I'll come to you. Brother back there, you had a comment?
I was impressed with all the speakers, and I'd love to get some email contacts if I can to talk with folks later. My name's Kemal Argan. I've studied also at Hartford Seminary, oftentimes alongside Bilal. Sometimes Bilal is more spiritual than I am, I have to admit. I am trying to process this statement that white people don't think the way we do. And, I've suffered with this, it's true. Because, I'm not a white society. And, they tell tell me stuff they don't tell you. Okay? You don't want to hear it. Okay? And then when I say I'm a Muslim, they go, I didn't mean it. Right. Let me clarify that. And it's scary. You're all familiar with Thanksgiving?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
When my relatives invite me to spend Thanksgiving with them, I don't know how to tell them. Going there is not like Thanksgiving. Coming here is like Thanksgiving. And I identify with people here. Whether I always think like people do here, I often do. Always. Hopefully this is in a state of flux. Process. And, you know, I hope 30 years from now, when they're watching that video of King Muhammad saying, white people don't think like we do, the immigrant Muslims don't think like we do, people will be saying, did they really? Back then? Think like we do.
Yeah.
And, hopefully, you know, the grandkids will be saying, was it really like that?
Yeah.
We had your.
Can I respond to
brother
that though? Since I have a, can I respond to that? Sir?
Go ahead.
Sorry. When the Imam is saying white people do not think like we do, and Arabs do not think like we do, it's not going to evolve and change. White people and Arab people have never experienced the experience of blackness, and they will never.
Right.
The black reality of living in America and what that entails psychologically, what that entails on a day-to-day basis, how that molds and shapes one's thinking, you can't conjure it. You can't learn it. You have to live it. And so 30 years from now, white people, that statement by Imam Muhammad will be still true. White people don't think like we do, and Arab people will not be able to say that they think like we do. Hopefully they will be able to have an empathetic ear to what we say when we express what we say. But our thinking is our thinking.
You still want?
No, I'll after him.
Okay.
I also just wanted to say that the statement, see, Imam Muhammad didn't say white people don't think like us. Chinese, he said, we don't think like white people. We don't think like Chinese people. We think like us. Mm-hmm. And I'm just agreeing with what he's saying. We think like us. He's saying that he said we also don't think like Africa.
That's right.
We're from Africa, but we don't think like Africa.
That's right.
Because all of that cultural, which held our culture, has been removed. Mm-hmm. If this were done to another ethnic group, let's say it was done to the Irish, they wouldn't think like Irish people anymore.
That's right.
Slavery, the slave conditions created a new person. Mm-hmm. So it's not something that anyone should try to aspire to. And one day I want to think like black people. No, that's not going to happen. I don't try to think like Chinese. And that's the whole purpose of Hajj. That we come there to share with each other our perspectives, what Allah has blessed us with. But I'm not going to try to think like a Saudi Arabian. I don't want to think like you. I want to think like myself. You should want to think like us. I should want to think like you. We should just want to benefit from that. Now, Imam Muhammad was speaking regarding our ethnicity. He's not talking about, let's say, school of thinking, or madhab, or his logic. People can grasp his logic. You see, like people can grasp the Hanafi, Hanbali, Shafi. That people can do, but it's not possible to think like a person we haven't had their experience with. That's what's one comment.
Okay. You ready to go?
Yeah, well, yeah. It was really on what the sister's saying about clapping. Yeah. I mean, I'm just opening up for anyone who has an answer. What's the logic? Always, I think maybe we should say we're analysts.
Yes, sir.
What's the logic? I mean, I heard the reason why they say it. Of in a prayer, when the imam makes a mistake, the man can say Subhanallah. That's good enough. The woman can't say it. They have to clap. Why can't they say Subhanallah too why would they be given a second response to the man's first response? So I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It's right. I'm saying, where's the logic? Prophet said, did Allah say that? You know, because if y'all know my wife, Anika Sabri, that she's all, you know, very analytical. But that's why I love her like that. You know, she asks those questions. You know, what is it saying? Because I'll give you a response to what the most immigrants say, which is foolish. They say the woman's voice is too seductive in prayer, that the man may lose it. So they have to cut. That's what I'm asking. If anybody has, you know, that's what I said. I always start with, what's the logic? You know, so.
You know, just to add to what he's saying, everything that we profess, everything that we believe, everything that we say, we have to be able to defend it in some logical fashion.
Exactly.
Everything, every single thing. And that's one of the blessings of having been raised up under Imam Wardi Muhammad. He taught us to be logical and take everything to its logical conclusion. So that's one of the things that you're going to get out of this weekend, is how we address things. And you're going to be able, and the brother spoke about it, you got that sun, that light. Don't just share it in here, share it out there.
That's right.
I just tell you something quick. Brother Imam Kashif shared this at the New England Council meeting last week. And he said the Imam could put things in such simple terms, so that everybody could understand. So we were talking about Ikhlas. You know, he is neither begotten, he is neither begotten or he neither, I'm mixed up. He neither begets nor is he begotten. He said, the Imam said, just say, Allah was never a baby, and he never had any babies. I mean, that makes it just so clear.
There you go. Clear.
But that shows you the power of Imam Wardi Muhammad to take complex things and make it simple and put it in terms that you can share it with everybody else. I'm not going to forget anybody. I still got people over here with their hands up.
He had an answer to it.
There was a question.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum. I just want to give an answer to the question about prayer. And I know, clapping, we can go on for it. About 20 years ago, I was sitting at a table in Washington, D.C. with Imam W.D. Muhammad, me and some imams in D.C. And that question about clapping came up. And sometimes when the Imam gives an answer to something, he wants to take you away from getting to something deeper than what it is. He said, everybody clap your hand. Let me ask you, clap your hand. Clap. Could you do that?